This is the morning routine of most people living in the modern world. And a year ago, I was one of them. But then I took a 30-day challenge, and my screen time went from this to this. It actually took 25 days, and I did all of these without deleting social media. At that time, I was addicted to that typical morning routine. My screen time looked like this. Then I started researching. After 10 days of research, I found 5 habits that could actually help me stop scrolling. First, morning exercise. This habit helped me cut off scrolling in the morning. I would wake up, wash my face, and immediately start exercising. Second, meditation. It helped me slow down and be present in the moment. So boredom started to feel normal instead of uncomfortable. Third, read daily. This habit allowed me to directly replace my phone with a book. Whenever I had the internal urge to open social media, I grabbed a book and started reading. Fourth, write daily. This is a very powerful habit. Whenever I felt empty or needed stimulation, I grabbed a notebook and wrote about my goals for hours. It also increased my focus. Fifth, sleep early. A big reason I used to scroll was because I slept very late. At night, I felt bored, so I scrolled. By sleeping early, I broke that entire pattern. But wait, first you need to understand the science behind scrolling. Deleting social media isn't the cure, or at least wasn't for me. I tried many times and it didn't work. Doom scrolling happens because your brain is seeking dopamine. Social media uses variable rewards. Sometimes you see something interesting, sometimes you don't. For example, scroll 1, boring. Scroll 2, boring. Scroll 3, extremely interesting. This unpredictability keeps your brain hooked like a slot machine. Infinite scrolling removes stopping points, so your brain never feels finished. You also scroll to escape boredom, stress, and discomfort, which reinforces the habit loop. Deleting the app doesn't fix the problem because the neural pathways still exist. Your brain simply finds alternatives. The real solution is rewiring the habit by replacing scrolling with healthier dopamine sources like exercise, deep work, creating meaningful things, reading, and writing. But after starting this challenge, I also changed a few things. First, I turned off all notifications. Second, I switched my phone to grayscale. Third, I removed social media apps from my home screen. Fourth, I set strict screen time limits. So let's see how I overcome it. Today, I woke up at 6 a.m. The first thing I did was intense exercise, 100 push ups, 100 squats, 50 pull ups. After that, then I came back and started reading. After that, I wrote in my notebook. Today's screen time was 30 minutes. It decreased dramatically. My usual was 10 hours. I just finished a 20-kilometer run. Today's screen time was 25 minutes, 5 minutes lower than yesterday. I feel very energetic. From day 1 to day 15, everything went smoothly. Every day, my screen time stayed under 20 minutes. But after that, I got comfortable. I thought, I need a break. I don't need this anymore. I can control myself. I have defeated my addiction. But then The cycle repeated itself. I opened social media, believing I would close it in 5 minutes because I was in control. What do you think happened next? I scrolled for 4 hours straight. I failed, and yeah, it was depressing, but it didn't end there. I reminded myself I still have 15 days left. This challenge isn't over. I have to try again. I have to push harder. So, I started again. After 7 days, the same feeling came back, the urge to relax and break the discipline. But this time, I cut off that feeling and stayed focused on my goal. Today's screen time was 5 minutes, the lowest ever. Mission successful. This is the challenge I completed 1 year ago, and I constantly remind myself completing the challenge means nothing if I become comfortable again. I have to keep pushing forward. That's how I defeated my scrolling addiction. And yes, it required extreme mental toughness. If you want to break your scrolling addiction, you can try a similar challenge. Add habits that work for you and stay consistent. And if you want personal guidance, I can help you to break your scrolling addiction in less than 30 days. My one on one consulting spots are open. Contact me. Email is in description. But always remember, pain is necessary, so never try to escape it.